Hello everyone, Loremaster of Sotek, and I am up super late today, but I'm kind of glad I was, because this just came out. So my community started pinging the crap out of me, because this dropped. So, Three Kingdoms has been delayed, and it's not a small delay either. I was actually just about to make a video on Three Kingdoms because I was going to announce that I'm looking forward to playing it and kind of giving my thoughts on a lot of the features and stuff and how they could be implemented into Warhammer. Especially because I'm looking forward to playing Dong Zhao, who I thought would not be playable, but he is, so I'm actually pretty excited. But they've said, however, there are some revolutionary features going, and it's looking really good, but we want to make sure it's great, so we're moving the release date to May 23rd. With Three Kingdoms, we set out to create a new level of complexity. As such, we need to take a little more time to make sure these systems deliver as intended to give you the total war experience you've waited so patiently for. Of course, the extra time won't hurt when it comes to fixing those bugs that have been hard to nail down, getting the localization just right, and adding additional polish time to help it shine. So, and then we can look at here, which is, will this affect, this is what I care about, of course, very, very heavily. Will this affect / delay the upcoming Warhammer 2 DLC? No. This will not have an effect on or delay the upcoming Warhammer 2 DLC, but this does mean that the Warhammer 2 DLC will now arrive before the release of Three Kingdoms. Thank God. Because when I saw that they were going to delay the game, I shit you guys not, I was literally going to sleep, and when I saw Three Kingdoms delayed, I had a heart attack just about. Like, oh my god, my heart jumped in my chest and I was like, oh no, please God, no, don't make us wait till summer. So, we know for a fact now that we're getting Warhammer 2, likely the next Lord pack for the Skaven and Lizardmen before May. So that's really exciting news. Looks like April at the latest. But let's finish looking at 3K here. So they say, why is it delayed? And pretty much they're saying that we just need more time. So, will we fix this specific issue? They're not commenting on individual ones. What do we mean by polish? Polish means a whole bunch of things. Making sure battle animations transition smoothly, making sure the language and localization is the best it can be, making sure lighting looks really nice, making sure weather and environment looks proper, and it's not going to hurt your pre-orders super bad. And then they basically said, and by the way, we're going to be doing some live stream stuff still, apparently, which I don't really know why necessarily, because unless they're going to be live streaming this game constantly from now until May to keep people up to date on how it's going, I find it a little weird that they're continuing the live stream schedule. Like, it'd be nice if there was like a weekly update every week from now until release. I actually don't think that would be a bad thing. But first of all, I want to give a huge good job to CA, personally. I know there's a lot of people who are going to be really upset by this announcement, but I'm going to be real with you guys right now. I've talked to a lot of YouTubers. I've been talking to a lot of my fellows, and I've been watching a lot of the footage of 3K, and based on the stuff I was seeing, I was not that excited. And from the people I was talking to, there was a lot of concerns. There was a lot of concerns. And, I was kind of sitting there like, man, I kind of would like to be excited for this game, but I kind of just want it to happen so I can, move on. But I really wanted this game to do well, because I want CA to do well, because, they're my favorite company, and I like Warhammer a lot. And if they release a big game, especially a big historical game for the first time in years, it feels like, it is, then, and if it does really poorly, that's going to hurt the bottom line for everybody. That, is, as much as I intend to try out 3K and give it a fair shot, and I really hope I can get media access to it, because I would love to sit down and play it, and let people know, even though I have a high preference for fantasy, would I consider it a good game? I mean, Shogun 2 is still a game I occasionally play from time to time, because I really like that game. It's super fun. And, I'd like Three Kingdoms to be on that level, as opposed to any of the games that came after Shogun 2, which I tried Rome 2, I tried Attila, I tried I never tried Thrones of Britannia, but I tried the other two, and I think I never finished a campaign. Like, I played them, and it was just like, it's not for me. So I cannot imagine how hard of a decision this was for CA, considering that we are what, like 30 days away from the original release. Well, no, this is the second delay. I believe the first release date for Three Kingdoms was in February, and now it's been pushed all the way back to March. But never let it be said that I do not support game developers pushing back their games to make sure that they are released in the quality that they need to be. I think this was a much better decision than Creative Assembly releasing Three Kingdoms in March and it being a disaster. Like, come on. If they're willing to push this back, 2 months almost? No, over 2 months. April, March, May. Yeah, almost 3 months. If they're willing to almost push this back a quarter of a year in dev time, the game clearly was not ready. This could have been another Rome 2. I don't think it would have been, because Rome 2 was pretty bad, but for almost 3 months of delay, that's pretty serious, guys. Which I don't need to say that. Y'all aren't dumb, you know that. So I'm really glad they did this. And it's not because of any like super negative reason or anything. I want this game to be really good. I would like to really enjoy Three Kingdoms. I don't know what specifically their goal is, and they say they want to put some revolutionary feature in it, so I'm assuming it's something that we haven't seen and they haven't talked about. Maybe it was something that they were going to put in a DLC and decided, no, you know what, it should be in the base game. Who knows? It could literally be anything. I don't want to speculate on here because I don't want to plant false ideas, which I'm sure a lot of YouTubers are going to do, just because it's easy to do that. But in any event, alright, so Three Kingdoms is pushed back behind what I'm calling the Rat and the Serpent. I highly doubt that's what it'll be called, but the Lord Pack, because that's the name of the war between the Lizardmen and the Skaven. It's called the Rat and the Serpent. But, yeah, pretty exciting. Well, not exciting. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are really upset and really disappointed. But I hope if you are a historical fan, try not to be too upset. This is a sign of CA realizing that they want to give you guys a quality product. I remember they smacked us with I think we had the exact same delay with Warhammer 1, if memory serves. I believe it was supposed to be a March release and it got pushed back to May or late April. It was one of those two, I think. So, we've been there. But hey, look where we are now. If I were in the historical community, I would much rather have a Warhammer situation than a Rome 2 situation. So I hope, I don't imagine I have a ton of historical fans on my channel compared to some of the others, so I hope the other YouTubers aren't gonna start flipping tables. But I hope this is viewed as a good by everyone. It should never be considered a bad thing for a company to delay their game, so long as it's not like, eternal, and they're constantly communicating and showing how they're improving the game. Because it seems like the game is playable right now. It just doesn't seem like it's up to the quality level. They don't feel that it will be to the quality they're comfortable with by March. Which, if you just go Google right now, YouTuber opinions on Three Kingdoms, and watch like the top 10 videos, the general vibe that I got watching those videos from a lot of YouTubers, some who went to the events and some who didn't and just had to like watch footage and make their guesses based on that. But there was a lot of negatives. There was a ton of negatives. And, and the thing with Total War games is they're so big and there's so many scenarios that just can't possibly be all prepared for, that like, even if CA were to come out and be like, all right, our QA team and YouTubers and whatever found 100% of the problems and we fixed 100% of the problems, here's the game, it would still be like 20% buggy, because there's just so much crap. There's so much stuff, and it takes hours and hours and hours just to complete a single campaign, much less every single person's campaign and all the different ways their campaigns can happen, yada, yada, yada. So, these games are never going to be perfect, ever. In any event, I just wanted to get on this because I was awake and it nearly caused me to have a heart attack. But, okay, I'm going to rush my plans for today and in the near future for my long-awaited thoughts and wishes and hopes on the upcoming DLC. I know a lot of people want to know what I think's coming, so I've been actually sitting down and writing out my thoughts. So I hope y'all are looking forward to that. Just want to talk about this once again. After the Dong Zhao announcement, quite frankly, I'm looking forward to 3K. I finally see a character I want to play. And, if I play as him and realize I really like the game, then I'll keep playing it. But at the very least, I definitely intend to cover it. And I will be keeping an eye on it. This has to be the last delay. I will say that. The first delay was just a little bump. This is a big bump. So, they got to get it by May. There's no more wiggle room. So once again, I hope you all have a great day. I'll be back later today with all sorts of stuff. I need to go to bed. I've been up all night, but I'm glad I was awake so I was able to take care of this now and not have a heart attack when I woke up. And I hope if you are someone who is very excited for 3K, I hope you're understanding of why they're doing this. I'm not going to tell you how to do you, but I feel like we shouldn't punish game companies for rushing out products just to meet a deadline that they set without knowing for sure. Like when a game comes out, we're all like, give me a deadline, give me a deadline, give me a deadline. That's how I felt about Chaos Bane, which we now have a release date of June 4th. But, if Chaos Bane came out in April and said, okay, the game's not ready yet, we need to push it back to August. I'm not going to jump down their throat. I want the game to be good. I want it to sell well and do good so it gets DLCs and support and has a good community, and that means we get more games and into infinity. Quality over quantity 9,000 billion times to the infinite for video games. Video games, especially in today's climate, cannot afford to be garbage. We don't need any I don't want to rag on Rome 2 anymore because it's been done to death, but just look at how Blizzard's doing right now. We don't need any more of that crap. We don't need any more money grubbing greedy jerks taking over companies and just rushing out crap products that nobody wants. I really hope Three Kingdoms is as well loved and respected as the medieval franchise from Total War and Shogun 2, and I hope it is a game that sticks in people's minds as being amazing as Warhammer has been for me and Shogun 2 was for me. And if they need 3 more months to do that, great. Have 3 more months. We all get to look forward to some Warhammer in the meantime. That's probably more people pinging me about this message. Thanks again for watching. See y'all later. Bye.